Why you have low self-esteem and limiting beliefs. Where do they come from? See, I often joke that if every man in the world had high self-esteem, then I wouldn't have a job. And that's because men who have high self-esteems tend to be much better with women. This is because having healthy, uplifting mindsets, one is more likely to have desirable behaviors and traits that make them more attractive to women. Most of our undesirable behaviors are just manifestations of childhood social trauma. Unfortunately for most men though, their adult social and love lives are dictated by their experiences during their formative years. For example, if someone has hypercritical parents who rarely provide positive feedback, this creates a limiting belief in that person that they're never good enough and that their existence is a burden to those around them. Thus, in social interactions, they overcompensate with people-pleasing behaviors like supplication, a lack of boundaries, and trying too hard to impress, thus making them less likable. That person also becomes hypersensitive to criticism and develops a level of distrust in themselves. This manifests in almost having a flinch in social interactions where they're always looking for the approval of others as they speak. And they also place so much pressure on themselves to perform, giving themselves performance anxiety, making them far more likely to run out of things to say. Another example is someone who was bullied in early childhood. This person will naturally have a feeling in conversations that they're lower in the social hierarchy than the other person. And in groups, they tend to be quiet and not assert themselves. These people tend to develop social anxiety into adulthood and probably to a degree identify as introverts. This is because they have from a young age associated social environments with danger. They also develop a sensitivity to indicators of disrespect, making them far more emotionally reactive. Ironically, this then makes them easier targets to people who do desire to assert their social dominance, thus perpetuating their trauma. They're also more likely to interpret neutral or positive social cues as negative ones, thus assuming others like them less than they actually do, or assuming that they're less likable than they actually are, thus making them less likely to pursue relationships. This results in them being quiet, meek, emotionally reactive, and avoidant, all very unattractive behaviors, and all a result of their inner world. For most, it won't be a single traumatic experience. Often it's an accumulation of experiences from a young age that then perpetuates into a certain view of the world. These are just two of the most common traumas I do see when it comes to why men struggle in their dating lives, but I'll just lift off a few common triggers here for fun. Hypercritical parents, hypercritical peers, negative social feedback from peers, lower in the social hierarchy, bullying from home, festering thoughts of undesirability, physical abuse, emotional abuse, heartache, and ego protection. These traumas then manifest into adulthood as undesirable limiting beliefs and behaviors such as unsureness, people-pleasing, rapport-seeking, validation-seeking, lack of conviction, timidness, shyness, introversion, social anxiety, sensitivity to criticism, self-criticism, pessimism, shame, neediness, attachment, avoidance, sensitivity to indicators of rejection, escalation anxiety, addiction, melancholy, depression, risk avoidance, fear, anxiety, and comfort seeking. One of the most important steps when it comes to raising your self-esteem is identifying where your limiting beliefs came from and understanding that they are not part of you. They're merely learned. And because they're learned, they can be unlearned. And that is what this part of the course is all about. Changing your belief systems, thus replacing them with empowering beliefs, taking you a step closer to your ultimate reality. Thanks for watching, guys. Now, that was actually a clip from our upcoming video course, Unleashed, that we're going to be releasing in the next few months that will teach you everything there is to know to become the most attractive, charismatic, and confident version of yourself so you can start dating the high-quality women that you've always wanted and become the ultimate version of yourself. So if you are potentially interested in getting coaching from us, then make sure to click the link in the description below and jump on a call with one of our team members, or join our private Facebook group where we're going to be doing updates as well. It's free. Guys, I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.